Alright, these are my Ultimate Fighter 11 finale predictions. But before I get to that, just wanted to do this because it's not fresh on my mind. Hardcore asked me to do a voice, asked me to do the Arnold voice, asked me to say a sentence from Kindergarten Cop. I gotta give it to him. So, who is your daddy and what does he do? Sometimes it's better if I just start with the chopper one first to get it more in tune. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper now! Who is your daddy and what does he do? Alright, out of my system. You can leave the video now if you're not interested in UFC fighting cards. I'm gonna predict this one though. Got Travis Brown over James McSweeney. Travis Brown's a big 6'7", 265 dude, and James McSweeney just doesn't look that thick. Chris Camazzi versus James Hammertree. I'll just go with Hammertree. Josh Bryant versus Kyle Noak. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Josh Bryant, though. I think he could use some wrestling here to beat Noak, since that's the big hole in his game. Seth Baknanensky versus Brad Tavares. Going to go with Tavares, even though Seth looked better in their fight. But I think Tavares probably has the better, just natural talent, is way off the hook, and probably has refined that skill since being on the show. John Gunderson versus Mark Holst. I think I've heard of John Gunderson, so I'll go with him. Main card, Rich Atanito versus Jamie Yeager. I'm going with Yeager here. I mean, if it's a stand-up battle, I think Yeager's got it. Rich doesn't look that big at 185. Yeager looks huge. Give it to Yeager, even though a lot of people hate Yeager. I mean, I kind of hate him, but I don't really like hate him. I'm like, I kind of feel sorry for him because he just seems like he's an awkward kid, and he's always been an awkward kid, and he's always going to be an awkward kid, and I can relate to that. So yeah, Spencer Fisher versus Dennis Siver. That's gonna be tough. I'm just gonna go with Siver just because the guy's fought in so many damn undercards, and he's worked his way up to this point. And Fisher, I believe, is on the tail end of his career. Chris Lieben versus Aaron Simpson. That is a great fight. If you don't know, Aaron Simpson can take a punch like crazy. Chris Lieben can actually take a punch. That's going to be pretty much a stand-up battle, I think. I think Aaron, though, is a wrestler, so he may be able to work it down to the ground. I got Aaron Simpson here. Matt Hamill versus Keith Jardine. Matt Hamill, if you're watching this before the fight, probably you are. I mean, who doesn't watch me before the fights? I'm going to just say it as big as my lips can say it, so read them. Take Jardine down. That's my #1 rant for people that fight Jardine, is they get suckered into his stand-up because it looks so sucky, and sometimes they end up losing. Sometimes they end up just dominating them and killing them. You got guys who just, Vanderlei and Houston Alexander just jumped in there and killed Jardine. But then you got guys that get lulled into these awful losses, like Liddell was, and someone, Brandon Vera. And Rampage went to a decision against Jardine, when I always thought Rampage was a few notches above Jardine. So don't fall for that piss poor looking stand up, because he could get you in there and you think you're going to do good, and your legs kicks you for the 15 minutes and wins the fight, and he works you over really well. So Matt Hamill, take him down, sit on him, and I don't know if Matt Hamill has the tools to finish once he gets someone down, but body surf, you deaf bastard. I want you to win this fight. I think you can. You can win this fight. So there you go, Matt Hamill. And then we got the final fight here. And really, this is going to be hard. I'm going to take a few moments, and I'll come back to you with my decision on who I think is going to win the Ultimate Fighter, the whole title of being the Ultimate Fighter 11. So yeah, I'll be right back. I just don't know who's going to win this fight. I guess you could say the court is still out in this one. Maybe you could nickname me Indecision McGee. I just know it's going to be a good fight. Maybe I can't come up with a prediction for it at this time, but let me just think about it some more. Maybe I'll come up with something. Maybe. Maybe. It's going to take a while. It's hard to make a prediction of this magnitude in this time limit. I've only had like 3 months. Jeez, guys. Lay off. Lay off.